Warning: the following content may contain elements that are not suited for all audiences. As of now, viewer discretion is advised. Hello again, everybody. It is I, once again, your humble companion, John Moring, coming to you with something I promised I would do. And I apologize, this is a game I've played before, so you'll have to forgive me on that one. This is Metro 2033 Redux. Now, I used to have the original version, but it kind of got scrapped, so long story. I'm gonna go into survival mode. Normal difficulty. Now, this game is actually what got me into the books, and honestly, they are very, 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 very good. If you...
The tunnel grew colder. Miller and I were close to the surface now. Soon, we would climb up into the howling wind to fight our way through whatever nightmares were waiting there. My long journey was nearly at the end. But would I have the courage, the will to see it through?
Hey, Artyom. When you left your home station, did you ever think we'll end up in a place like this? Not knowing whether we were about to save our world or send it straight to hell.
Gotcha!
We'll have to get through the military outpost to reach the surface. Тихо. Something's moving in this room. Open the gate, I'll come.
Wait, something's behind you. The hell did I just do? That's new.
Open the door. I'll cover you.
Got some notes. There's nobody among the Order's fighters who has ever lived at the exhibition. Why would they risk their lives to save us? Total strangers to them. For that, perhaps they... For what? Perhaps they, just as I do, believe that the Dark Ones are a threat not for just our god-forsaken backwater station, but for the Metro as a whole. That I don't know. But one thing I know for sure. I can't watch these people and not feel admiration. Sorry. They couldn't care less which station we hailed from, which god and which politicians we believed. The one thing they actually cared about was that we were human beings and we were in danger. When joining the Order, one vows to protect the Metro, the last refuge of human race, to the end. Some of them believe they can prevail. A lot more think they're all doomed regardless, but they don't even think of laying down their arms and giving up the struggle. Such were Hunter's comrades, and it would be the highest honor for me to become one of them. As we go along, I'll probably explain some stuff from the book, but I can only offer stuff that is from my translated copy.
Shit is always breaking down in here. Use the auxiliary hand system to open the gate. Artyom, check those crates for ammo and medpacks.
just gonna do this. Definitely gonna be useful. What I just picked up were a gas mask and some filters, which I'm going to need to travel through the environment with.
Ready, Artyom? Follow me.
I need all the ammo I can get here, bud. Although, if I remember correctly, there is some down here.
You miss. Well, climb up and try again.
I did that on purpose, you fucker. That I didn't. Okay.
Okay. Up we go. Ooh. Seems like nobody's home.
For now, at least.
Before we leave the surface, put your gas mask on.
Yep.
Without it, it'd be like a goldfish outside his water.
We're almost there. This is the Korolyev performance hall. It's really close to the tower. Have your weapon.
It's loaded.
Okay. Here they come.
Now, why were you just looking? With this weapon, hipfire is kind of golden. Especially in short bursts. At least from my experience. I don't know about you guys. I would rather have his weapon, but hey, that's just me. That should do it.
Let's give it a pull. Okay, Artyom, let's pull together. You ready? Pull! Anuka!
So if you haven't already figured it out,
Let's move out.
This is taking place in Russia.
And here it is, Artyomушka.
Come in, Woodman. Come in. Over. You're coming through loud and clear. Over. We're at the tower. I repeat, we're at the tower. Did the group move out? Over. Well, that's affirmative. We made contact. We should be in the vicinity of the tower now.
Not what I...
Over. Roger. We'll contact you again when we're at the top of the tower. Get a fix on our location there. Over.
Let's go, the action is ready to be here. Glad to see you, Colonel. Did you hear that? Listen. What the hell is it? Form a circle!
Stay calm. Watch your backs, boys. Okay. Looks it's gonna be tougher than the library. On my mark. Shit! Fire at will! Hold the line!
Life was never easy in the tunnels, but it was our home. There was comfort in its routines, in seeing the same people day after day. But since the mutant attacks had escalated, fear ruled the station. I had just turned 20, and could never have imagined what would follow on the morning that my stepfather's friend Hunter arrived at the barricade.
So, I know what you're thinking. What kind of hell on earth did we step into? Well, I'm here to tell you this is not Doom. This is actually post-nuclear war shit instead of, oh, hell is taking over. Apocalypse. Well, you could probably figure that out from all the devastation and everything from an obvious it looks like a nuclear bomb went off and everything, so...
Artyom, you're awake at last, I see. Hunter's on his way in. He should have news from the other stations. Come on.
As I said, I'm going to point out stuff from the books that I read from my copy. And you'll see little books here from Metro 2034, 35, and 33, which are all three books done by the original author. I can't think of his... Dmitry Glukhovsky, I believe. I can't read it from here, but it's been a while since I've actually read the books. So basically, people have taken up refuge inside the metro station of,
Hello, Artyom.
The station can't survive much longer if these attacks don't stop.
Nobody home.
We must do something.
No one here.
What can we do?
obviously there's somebody home. Fuck you.
The Dark Ones will kill
See
us
what
all.
Hunter says.
But yeah, they've taken up refuge in different stations throughout the,
Hello, Artyom. Another patrol was attacked last night. The hospital's full. The situation's under control.
in the Moscow Metro.
What about Alexei? He was at the outpost.
Leave him alone. He's been
No visitors.
Peter!
He was in the battle. Has anyone seen him?
Oh, that's you.
Okay, but I hope he's alive.
Come on, Alex. Hello, Artyom.
How are the wounded?
Not much improvement.
Day after our patrols going out to the northern tunnel, and the day after day they return bearing casualties, murdered brutally, inexplicably so. Even more casualties come back alive. But insane. And yet it's only by sending our friends, neighbors, and relatives out there that we can keep the Dark Ones at a distance. When we've run out of manpower to stop their attacks far enough, when they arrive at the station itself, we'll be done for. I hear people talking secretly at the station that it's just us prolonging the agony, that there's no hope for salvation. But Suhoi, my stepfather and the head of the station, still hopes for a miracle. He insists that an old friend of his, Hunter, can save us. Hunter is a member of the Spartan Order, a battle brotherhood sworn to protect the Metro from any and all dangers. There is nothing capable of instilling fear into the hearts of those men. At least there was nothing until the Dark Ones arrived.
Two died this morning.
The Dark Ones do not kill outright. They damage a victim's mind. Sooner or later, this leads to death.
I can't reach. No.
Alright, sorry about that. Just had a little issue with my recorder. Let's get back to business.
What the hell? Who could that be?
It's Hunter.
Mutants don't knock first. Open the damn gate. Welcome to Exhibition, Hunter.
Thanks. Now close your gate.
It's been a long time, Hunter.
Good to see you, Alex. Hello, Artyom.
So, Hunter, what's happening in the outside world these days?
Not much. Most of what I hear is about the Exhibition and the undead infesting your tunnels. Artyom, I met a trader selling old postcards of New York City. I thought of your wall.
These are not the usual mutant creatures. This is something else.
What the hell?
Something much worse.
Dark ones. Well, whatever in hell they are, my order has a motto. If it's hostile, you kill it.
Intruder alarm in the main vent shaft. They're coming in from above.
Shit. Just what we needed. There are wounded here just behind the wall.
Kirill, take your group to the tunnels.
Alex, we must stay here and defend the hall.
All right, Artyom, quickly get a weapon.
Oh sure, you only give me a goddamn pistol.
Damn, they never come this far into this station.
It's the hospital. They smell the blood.
Again, well, none of this really happened. First time Hunter actually meets Artyom was during this instance, but there was no fighting with mutants on top of it either, but... The NPC can hold his own. It's not good to know the whole constant stroke, but... There it is. Headshots saves ammo.
Are you all right?
Of course. He's a dead-eye shot, this one. No dark ones here. Just the usual tunnel trash.
Even when you don't see them, the Dark Ones are there. Fear. That's their weapon. That's what made the Nosalises run through the tunnels like rats. The Dark Ones are not simple mutants. They're Homo Novus, the next step in evolution. You've heard about survival of the fittest? Guess what? We lost.
What's happened to you, Alex? You can go like lambs to the slaughter. I'll hang on to whatever life I got with teeth and claws. And I'll take more than a few of your Homo Novus with me to hell.
You think you're some old movie cowboy? Have a look, Hyper. 10 soldiers trained in combat. Their bodies broken, their minds gone.
The Dark Ones! They destroyed the outer guard post!
That whole speech was pretty much in the book, except for, like, the part about the soldiers. Suhoi and Hunter have an interesting dynamic. Even though they meet for a short instance in the book, you can definitely tell that a lot of history is radiating between the two of them.
The devil knows what's happening out there, beyond your perimeter. I must go recon the situation. Listen carefully at him. If I'm not back here by morning, you must get to police station and find a man named Miller. Tell him what's happened to me, and what's stirring in the northern tunnels. Show this to Miller, so he knows I've sent you. I trust everything to you, Artyom. Don't let me down. If we are to survive, this threat must be eliminated, no matter the cost. Eliminated. Understand?
Hunter did not return. It wouldn't be easy to find an excuse to leave the station and travel to Polis, but I had given my word. I learned that the caravan was heading to Riga the next day and needed guards. I signed on for the ride.
Не стучите колеса. Кондуктор, нажми на тормоза.
Finally! Taking your time as usual, huh? Alright, grab your gear, go to the platform, they're waiting for us. I'll meet you there. Hey, Artyom, don't forget anything, huh?
It's a good thing they...
Вот стоит перевертаться, бабушка здорова. Вот стоит перевертаться, кушает компот. Вот стоит перевертаться...
I'm actually glad they reused the voice actor between this game and Last Light for kind of like a character that you kind of see as a companion. That showed 20, 34, 33. Is 35 here somewhere? Was... Yep, Metro 2035. In stores December 2013, which it was. The book was interesting to say the least. Ties together both the first and second book, but it felt a little lackluster at the end. The task of defending our home station from the Dark One's enemies, horrifying, mysterious, and unbeatable, is becoming the sole focus of all our efforts. We've all but forgotten our old enemies, the Solaces and the Watchmen. No, I don't mean the comic or the movie. And if not for Hunter, these beasts would have been unleashed on our hospital. I cringe to think of the carnage that would ensue should Hunter have not arrived a mere hour late. Too late. It just feels...
Alright then, draw something else now. How about... I know. How about the house where you'd like to live with your mom and dad? Oh, come on.
A house? A big one?
And when your mom comes back, we'll show it to her and she'll be happy. That's going to be a great surprise for her son.
Okay, I'll draw that. Daddy, when is Mom going to come back?
Soon. I wish she could see how much you've grown.
That's just depressing.
And there won't be if you don't
Artyom,
home.
where's your gear? Look, go to the armory and get geared up.
Hello, Artyom. You need some weapons? Okay, let's take a look. Submachine gun, 5.45 caliber, made in the armory. It's got poor accuracy and overheats like hell. That's why they call it a bastard gun.
Yeah, and it's crap.
Use short bursts, Artyom. Help yourself to some ammo, too. Here's a universal charger to keep the battery powered. And a gas mask. Put it on if you crossed any radiation hot zones. Or, God help you, go up to the surface. Army issue first aid kits, just in case.
Always could use those.
Okay, you're supplied, my friend. Feel free to try out your weapon on my fire.
Nope, I know what I'm doing.
Do you think one day we could go back up to the surface? I've never seen...
Hi, how are you, Artyom?
Come in, sir.
But Hunter arrived at the exhibition just on time. I like to think that was not just blind luck, that it was fate at work, and that it was the same fate that made Hunter choose me to travel to Polis with his report on the Dark Ones. It seems that I have dreamt of visiting Polis, the great legendary center of the Metro, the center of our civilization, my whole life. But a chance to actually make that dream come true just had come by now, of all times, when my home station desperately needs every fighter in its field. It can field. Do I have the right to abandon my adoptive father, my friends in an hour of danger? Where is my place next to them on the barricades or at the far stations where Hunter is sending me? I don't know for sure. But I still set out on a journey. I like to believe that I am summoned by fate.
You're ready to set off? Good. You've probably heard that our station is creating an alliance with Riga. We're sending them a couple of rail cars with humanitarian goods, some weapons, and some miscellaneous gear. That's the cargo you'll be looking after.
What about the telecommunication?
It's not a very long trip, and it should not be too hard. Artyom, one thing before you go. I can see that you look up to Hunter, but a ranger's life is different than ours. They are reckless, even violent by nature. There's nothing to be gained by playing the hero, so stay clear of trouble. See the caravan to its destination and come home as soon as possible. Goodbye, my boy.
That's heartfelt. Non-canon to the book, but heartfelt.
Okay, that's it. Put it down.
Artyom, here! So you ready to move out?
Ready as hell.
Are you ready? Well, let's go then.
Alright. I think I'm going to call it a part right there. I probably went over my limit, and with the problems I had, I'm not entirely sure.
You take that seat, Artyom, and you, Eugene, take this one. Did anybody forget anything?
So, you get your gear? Let's go then.
Hey guys, going to Riga?
Yeah, we are.
Can I get a lift?
Sure, but no free rides. You'll have to pull the levers sometimes.
I can do that.
Let's go then.
So, without further ado, y'all have a nice day.
Alrighty then. Good luck to everyone staying home, and to us too.
Boy,
let's go.
Good luck to us.
So, are you ready to finally be somewhere else?
Oh, Artyomka! Free at last, huh? Well, for as long as the ride takes, anyway.
I'm trying to say goodbye here.
Or dangerous. Even better, right?
Okay, y'all have a nice day, and take it easy.
It was the